She looks better when she's silver, but
What you think?
yeah, they did.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're revealing too much about yourself, Ash.
I'm just being honest, man. I'm just being honest.
Greetings and salutations and welcome to Thumb War. I'm JD, also known as Jason, also known as the co-host of this show. Usually the woman running things, Rachel, is here and she's taking us through step by step all of these reviews, but she's back in her home universe. We went and got the big guns. We got the biggest nerd I know. Jeshua Kidd, welcome to Thumb War.
It's podcasting time.
I love it. I love it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Yes, say it.
Got to.
How's it going, man? It's good to see you.
Hey, it's good to see you too, man.
We have our Fantastic Four shirts on. I mean, the 4 is very large on these. These were the only ones we could order that would get here on time.
What did you want? The little patch?
Yeah,
That was
the center patch.
Oh, the center patch.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
No, I mean these are great. These are great shirts. I'm happy to have one.
I mean, I'd actually wear this
Exactly.
out in public. It's got a distressed 4 on it, but and we're matching, and that's the main thing. And we're gonna break down the Fantastic Four: First Steps.
First steps.
Directed by Matt Shakman,
Mm-hmm.
who has only directed one film before,
Oh wow.
other than this, a feature. But he did direct every single episode of WandaVision.
Which is great. I love that show.
I agree, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
You can the DNA of WandaVision is definitely in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It stars Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, and Eben Moss Backrack as The Thing.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the cast?
A great cast. I remember a year or two ago when we finally got the announcement. Everybody, of course, wanted John Krasinski to be Reed, which he got his chance in Multiverse of Madness for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And so people are like, well, will he come back in the multiverse thing? They get Pedro Pascal, which at the time of the announcement, I think, people were like, oh, yeah, Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
But since then, now, because if you have a TV and you just flip through the channels, you'll see him on every channel.
Yeah.
On some movie or TV show or whatever. There's things that he's been in that you probably forgot that he was in, right? Like he's been in every universe and he's in Star Wars, he's been in DC, he's been in Marvel.
That's right. I mean, okay, yes, he's in Star Wars. You see him once.
Yeah. I mean,
You see his face once.
they piggyback off of, hey, Pedro Pascal is the Mandalorian. So
No,
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying this is what the internet is saying always. But
yeah.
great cast. I think they've done a great job. Joseph Quinn, people have been excited about since he popped up as Eddie in Stranger Things.
Yep, for sure.
And what's the thing? How do you say his name? What's his name?
His name is Eben Moss Backrack.
Okay, I'm gonna just call him Eben because
Eben,
I always get the order messed up. But he's amazing too. And to have 4 amazing actors just come together to finally like, can we get this right after 3 previous Fantastic Four films? Which I think the first one, the original Fantastic Four, was cast okay.
Its cast was fine, yeah.
Not a great movie.
I would agree with the casting of the original with everybody except for Reed Richards.
You didn't like him?
I didn't
Reed?
like.
He had the look.
He had the look, yeah, for sure. The way he was played, I didn't love.
Right.
He was such a simp, like such a like kind of not that There's a sweetness that Pascal brings to Reed Richards that I really liked, but he was also. I felt like he was smart. I felt like with the other guy, I didn't feel
like
that
he was
as
actually that
much.
smart.
Yeah, exactly. But I felt like Pascal, he just brought like a sweetness to a genius, and we've never seen that in the MCU. We've never seen like a sensitive genius. We've seen a megalomaniac. They're like a Tony Stark. Even Bruce Banner is like, this is a new kind of person who is a family man. Right?
Exactly.
And as far as Pedro Pascal goes, in terms of like seeing him everywhere, yeah, I agree. We see him everywhere, especially guys like you and me who like this kind of stuff. Like he's in everything.
He's in everything.
But he's different in everything. Joel in Last of Us is very, very different than Reed Richards.
No,
very,
100%. The guy has range, and I think that's a good thing, right? Like you have some people who get cast in something, they're just essentially playing themselves, right?
Exactly.
And he's not doing that, so that's good.
Yeah. Okay, so no complaints about the cast here. Let's get into the supporting cast. We've got Ralph Ineson as Galactus. I went down a rabbit hole. Have you seen The Office, the UK Office?
I have not. No.
Of course you haven't. It came out about 15 years before you were born. Just kidding.
Oh, my goodness.
He plays Finchy. This was his greatest role, I think.
Okay.
Like just the biggest asshole you've ever met. Bigger than Jared Leto. But him as Galactus, I would have loved to see him play Galactus as Chris Finch. But anyways, we have Julia Garner as the Silver Surfer. Oh, girl? Yes, a girl is playing Silver Surfer.
So many people upset about it for no reason.
Yeah, it boggles the mind. She was awesome. Natasha Lyonne as Rachel Rosman, who is a teacher or a rabbi at a school.
Love to see Natasha Lyonne, though.
I did not know she was in this movie, and when she showed up, I was like, hey.
Me too.
Yeah,
we watch Poker Face, and she's the main character in that. That's from Ryan Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Every like she popped up on there. I was like, oh, babe. There's Charlie Kell. There's Charlie Kell right there.
I gotta watch that show because I love a mystery. I don't know why I'm so reluctant. And they're all self-contained episodes, which should be appealing to me, but for some reason, it's not.
You definitely, watch it.
I'll watch it.
I think you'll definitely love the first season. You might not like the second season, but it's a little up in the air for some people. But hey,
okay. Then we have Paul Walter Hauser as Harvey Elder, aka Mole Man. I loved him in this.
It was great. But the first thing I saw Mole Man come up or whatever, I turned around to my cousin who watched, and I said, "What are we watching? The Incredibles,
right?
Is this The Incredibles?"
Totally. But Mole Man is in Marvel Comics.
No, he is for sure.
But
the Incredibles are based off the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, let's be honest.
We all know.
Yes, of course. Finally, we have Sarah Niles, who is basically playing the chief of staff of the Fantastic Four, and I love that. She's awesome. She's great in everything she's in. The one guy who we were kind of expecting to see in this movie was John Malkovich.
That is true.
And he was cut. And he was cut in like a last minute.
Yeah. According to reports, he just got cut like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
The runtime was announced. It was a little bit longer. They cut him for
Mm-hmm.
they said. And they said that didn't necessarily fit the story, which maybe not.
I've heard a very compelling hot take, and I'm going to credit this to the, what are they called? The New Rockstars.
Yeah, New Rockstars. Okay.
Yeah. Are you familiar? They only have 4 million subscribers.
New Rockstars and Screen Cush, watch them all the time. Guys, you should have us on your channel.
Right? It'll happen, I'm sure.
One day.
So Malkovich was cast as Red Ghost, who is a Fantastic Four villain.
Mm-hmm.
But their theory, and I think that this might be actually true, is that it was removed because Red Ghost controls apes, and they do mention that in the movie.
They show a couple of super apes, yeah.
They show a couple of super apes that are getting their asses kicked very, very quickly in the montage of you know, their exploits, the Fantastic Four exploits. But the theory is that this was cut from the movie because it was too close to Lex Luthor's cyber monkeys or whatever he called them, the robot monkeys.
Yeah, the people, the little monkeys that was typing
the rage, the rage baiting people on Twitter and such. Yeah,
interesting.
So the timeline is interesting because this is all from New Rockstars. So I'm not taking any credit for this, but I'm just highlighting it because on June 25th there was a screening of Superman in its entirety for influencers and press. Okay, 48 hours later, a press release shows up basically for the Fantastic Four, but Malkovich is not on that list.
Right.
He's gone, like mysteriously. Where did he go? They've got the entire cast, but John Malkovich is not in it.
It's weird.
So I think somebody from Marvel went to see this screening and was like, there's monkeys in that. We can't have monkeys in ours. I mean, it's like...
I just want to know how much of a presence Malkovich had in the early trailers and stuff. Like he's prominently shown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even before they started showing Galactus, he was the guy in the shadows. It's like, okay. So, but if they could just cut him a week before and it literally have no effect on the plot, why was he so prominently shown in the trailer?
Well, I would argue that it did have an effect on the plot because this movie, well, I mean, we'll get into it, but I'll say that right here, it felt light to me.
It did.
Mm-hmm.
I said the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think something was missing, and I think it was Malkovich. I think the first act, think about it. Okay, we'll get into the rundown of the actual story.
Let's go.
But I think that he was part of. I think you're right. He was in the first act, not super consequential to the plot of the movie, but setting it up. Like I think they needed something in that first act. But let's get into it. We're going to start. Okay, but before we move on, I probably should have said this a long time ago. We are definitely spoiling this movie. We're going beat by beat through the movie. We're trying to move with some pace. But yeah, the movie is going to be spoiled. So if you don't want the Fantastic Four First Steps to be spoiled, turn it off and come back after you've seen the movie. Okay, we open. I'm going to drop some Latin on you, Ash. In media res.
Ooh, yes. There we go.
Yes, I learned that phrase 2 weeks ago when Superman came out, which also starts in media res.
Yeah. It's funny. I heard about Superman. Everybody was like, this movie feels like you got dropped into season 3, episode 19 of some random TV show. Fantastic Four is you got dropped into the premiere season 4
totally
of a TV show. And they're like, this is what you missed. So let me tell you what you missed real quick. And then we're going to get running.
Right. So we see basically an Ed Sullivan style show. It's basically a newsreel of all of their exploits from their inception, basically. The Fantastic Four are beloved. They're a very tight-knit family, but around the world, they seem famous before they even become superheroes because they're space travelers,
they're
right?
Going to space.
They're going to space. There's sort of very much a Neil Armstrong, Apollo 11 vibe. They are basically leaders of not only, they're heroes, they're protectors of the Earth, but they're also involved with foreign affairs.
Yeah, like Sue, right? Like she got her Future Foundation and she's talking to everybody. She's the only person that can talk to the old man.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he's got a little crush on her.
Yeah, well, who doesn't? God damn,
I mean, yeah.
Kirby. They're basically on the cutting edge of technology and they're the leaders of almost the world, the moral leaders of the world. Everybody looks to them.
Everybody.
Right? And everybody loves them.
And that, as they should. As they should.
As they should, damn it. Oh, and we are also in a retro early 60s future vibe, right?
Right. So this is 1961 when it technically starts because 4 years they have their power. So it's 1965.
Okay. All right. You did the math. Thank you for that.
So 1965 is the place of this movie. Okay. And then, how did you feel about the opening of this, right? We knew that they weren't going to come in with them actually going up and the whole movie being centered around their origin.
Yeah.
So did you like that they just kind of tell us the origin really quickly?
There's no way of getting around it.
Yeah.
And also there's been 4 movies before, or this is the fourth movie. 3 movies before this. The first one was they got their powers through a cosmic storm. But the other one wasn't. They got their powers from a different dimension, right? They don't even go into space.
You watched 2015?
I did. I have to say I did.
I'm not going to lie. When that movie was announced and I saw the first trailers for that movie, I was so excited. I was like,
yeah, of course.
This whole like Ultimate Comics Marvel thing that they were doing with a lot of these movies at the time. I'm like, yeah, I'm down. And then it came out and I heard like all the turmoil and all the recuts and all this.
Yeah.
I never watched it. I never got to see it.
Yeah. Don't.
I won't.
Yeah.
I will not waste my time.
And the cast is actually pretty compelling. You got Michael B. Jordan as Johnny.
I was here for it.
And you got Miles Teller as Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not good. But all this to say, they needed to, if someone's coming in cold, they have to set it up. They have to, it needs some sort of like, okay.
I mean, I'm cool with it. That's why I was asking. I think it was really good to do that. You can get going, right? Like when you have superheroes like this, like they just did it with Superman, right? My wife came into that. She not familiar with Superman really at all. She didn't really watch superhero movies before me, and we're Marvelmen. not DC men,
Yes.
right? And
Exactly.
and so just literally having Superman crash down, going into it, and now this is like, hey, this is how we got our powers.
Yep.
This is what we're doing, and we're crime fighters. Now let's get on with the story.
Right.
Love it. They did it with Spider-Man. What, 10 years ago, 8 years ago?
Yeah.
Everybody's seen Spider-Man get bit by a spider. We know.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you get to just hop in and be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like that's a good thing. I think movies should do that more often sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I was done when Zack Snyder showed Martha get shot in the back alley in fucking slow motion. You know what I mean? Like, okay, we know this happens. Does it have to be in slow motion? You know what I mean? Like, we don't need to see this origin story. Everybody knows Batman's story.
Exactly.
Nobody's in this theater who doesn't know that his parents were killed and he's an orphan, But then there's your people like your wife who might not know. So you gotta say something.
Do a little something.
We got the Fantastic Four. They're just the toast of the world. And they're a very tight-knit family, as I said, and they're having a Sunday dinner, and Reed and Sue find out they're having a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations all around. Johnny and Ben are like, we're going to be the best uncles ever. A very sweet moment, I thought. Like,
Yeah.
a very elegant way of showing how tight-knit they are and how loving as a family they are.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a theme of the Fantastic Four, always has been in the comics. Like, they are known as the first family of Marvel, and I thought it was great.
It's great to see that scene because you can see everybody's character like instantly.
Yeah.
Like we saw her with the pregnancy test. She goes to Reed. You see him computing like, I'm very happy, but also, holy cow, I have to figure out like what I can do scientifically to make sure this baby is okay.
Yeah.
Then also we have Johnny, like you said, we're going to be the best uncles ever. You're not going to be a great dad, but you'll get there. Basically, like you see him, he's playful, he's smart, they're all loving, like you're saying. So it's good. You get to see the dinner scene you see with the thing. You see Ben being, just the nurturing uncle that he is, right?
Totally.
Like Johnny being the fun uncle. This is the nurturing uncle.
Right.
I'm gonna take care of everybody. So it was good. I love that.
Yeah, same. A little. I don't know if it was supposed to be like referencing the bear, like
just having
him, the Thing being such a foodie and stuff.
That is hilarious.
It was great. I love the dynamic. I've seen people complain about the chemistry, and people are saying that this movie is miscast. I'm like, I think it's perfect. I think there's a lot of chemistry between all four of them.
You're seeing that online?
I'm hearing it from specifically The Ringer. Yeah, I'm calling you out, Ringer.
Oh, wow.
They didn't like this movie.
Oh, see, okay. My wife and my sister, not fans either. They like 6 out of 10 for those guys.
Wow. Okay.
And they are saying they felt like they didn't have chemistry, which for one time, when I hop on Twitter and Rotten Tomatoes, people actually love this movie.
Yeah.
People are saying, wow, this is great. The opposite of what we just said.
Okay.
And they love it. So that is kind of surprising.
So you said your sister and your wife?
They didn't like it, but
The Courtneys,
Court
don't like
Squared didn't find it great. I asked them if it was because they saw this after Superman. They said it had nothing to do with it. It just felt like it just didn't connect with them.
Okay.
And I told them, and this is a little more information, but the theater that we're going to right now in Athens is like something's going on with the sound there recently.
Yeah.
And I think that it's impacting. I've seen it with Superman and this one. It's impacting the way that the actors are coming across to us. And you know what I mean? Like if you can't hear certain music or whatever.
You don't have to tell me, man.
I know
I'm
you
a
know.
sound guy.
I know you know. And I've been telling them that. And after seeing all this positive stuff, because it's very rare that they don't agree with like the consensus as well, right?
Wow.
Like, so I was like, maybe we got to rewatch it, a better theater or an IMAX, because we didn't get to watch an IMAX. So
Right. Well, that surprises me that wife Courtney didn't like it.
I know.
'Cause, it's such a mom movie.
exactly. And she loved WandaVision, like you said.
Yeah.
His imprints are all over this movie. I don't know.
Okay. Well,
Rewatch it incoming though.
Well, I guess Fantasy and Dobbins are correct in as far as Court Squared is concerned. Court Squared, by the way, Esh's wife and sister have the exact same name.
The exact same name,
Doesn't cause any confusion at all, I'm sure.
Never.
All right, so let's move on to when the Silver Surfer arrives. Now, this is where I'm thinking John Malkovich is missing, right? Because we get the newsreel and we get the pregnancy announcement, But we don't really see the Fantastic Four in a lot of action.
No, just
at
the
all.
montage.
Just the montage. And I felt like it wasn't enough.
Okay.
It's just me.
Okay.
Silver Surfer shows up and they're like, "Oh shit." She says, "The your Earth is marked for destruction.
Mm-hmm.
Gather your thoughts and hold your loved ones close, and the end is near."
Yeah.
And then she leaves.
It's just
She leaves. Wait, and does Johnny goes
Johnny
after her.
follows, and then she says some alien language to him.
Yeah.
In which he is now obsessed with trying to crack. He's like, "What does that mean?"
Right.
She says, what she said, die with yours.
Yeah, die with yours.
Die with yours.
He finds that out later. But the Fantastic Four, they sort of track her movements, realize that planets used to be where she was.
Mm-hmm.
So she's not kidding around. And they track her to where she's going to be next, assuming that Galactus is going to be there. Oh, yeah, she says Galactus.
Mm-hmm.
The world devourer. This guy eats worlds, right? I mean, he eats worlds, but he consumes them somehow.
Yes. I've always wondered this, like...
Yeah, like, he doesn't actually eat them.
I'm always confused. Sometimes, like, I've seen a comic panel where he's like, like over the world.
Okay,
but
yeah.
I've also seen stuff like this where there's like a machine and I don't know. Man.
I mean, yeah, even back in my comic book days, Galactus was definitely front and center.
Mm-hmm.
I, as a 14-year-old boy, never thought that he actually was sitting down to, knife and fork, enjoying some planets. You know what I mean?
This is Earth, and he's just
like sort of more of a sucking the life force out of the planet. That's how I took it.
Yeah,
I think that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, maybe so.
But anyways, Galactus is the big bad guy here, and so they track her movements, and they decide to get on their little rocket ship and go talk to him, or at least find out what they're dealing with.
Right.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. One side note, while all this is happening, Reed has successfully teleported an egg.
Yes.
Okay. That's going to be important later.
Yes, it will.
And they received a latest message from space.
Right. And that's what Johnny is tracking on his records. He got them recorded on a record.
That's what a great touch of this, the production design of this, where it's just like, okay, we're in 1961. How are we going to record what they're saying? I mean, they did have tape decks back then, but it just looks way cooler to press it on a gold record.
It really does. It was really cool, man. He's got the coolest looking headphones too, by the way. I don't know why, but when he popped up, he had the headphone on. I was like, I need a pair of those.
Right. So yeah, the production design, we'll probably bring it up again, but I mean, as the Earth stuff anyways, is just great.
It's great. I saw a lot of people saying that whenever they do whatever kind of reboot later, if they do, that all Marvel movies should be set like in this time period. That would be beautiful. It'd be a pain in the ass, but
yes.
it would be so cool.
Oh God, I would love it. Okay, so they get on they blast off on from their launch pad, which is very, very close to the city of New York.
It is
very, very close. But
it's right behind their building.
Yeah. It's just, okay, we're just going to launch a rocket from Manhattan.
Excelsior is what they're riding on, right?
It's perfect. Was that what it was called in the
Excelsior?
Was it? Okay.
Oh, you said in the comics?
In the comics, because that's what...
I mean, that's a Stanley...
Yeah,
I think it's just an homage to him. I don't think... Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So they blast off. They basically find Galactus. They get caught Death Star-like in a tractor beam.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, Death Star. Because I saw Galactus when they get in there, they see Galactus sitting down, and the first thing I thought of for some reason is like Snoke.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, oh,
very
wow.
much.
Except for this is an actual, not a projection, but it's a real person. And
yeah.
When he stands up, you see how large he is compared to them. That was actually really cool.
I agree. I did not. Speaking of production design, this part of it I didn't love. I thought it was really dark and murky, which fine. We're in space. We're in a scary spaceship or whatever. His spaceship was not very defined. I'm like, what am I looking at here? I mean, I guess it's designed to devour planets, but also, I don't know. Like, it just sort of was like, I wasn't sure where we were geographically, I guess.
I think they probably made that choice just because like the darkness of it.
Yeah.
You walk to this empty chamber and all of a sudden you just see his eyes light up.
Yeah,
right? Like
fair. Which is
and then
very
you're like,
cool.
wow.
Very cool.
And then you realize, like I said, how large he is.
Yeah.
Like you see me here and there.
A little tiny.
This big.
Yeah. The scale of it is amazing. It's great to see on a big screen.
Way better than a cloud.
So they say, hey man, what are you doing? Like can we, any way we can get out of this? Can find a different planet to eat. And he senses that Sue is pregnant. She's 7 months pregnant in space, by the way.
Yeah, the first woman to do it.
First woman to do it. You're right. He senses great power in that fetus, and says, "Yeah, okay, I will not eat Earth if you give me that baby." And they're like,
"No way.
We're all about family here, man.
Yeah,
well, you're not having our baby.
Where's Vin Diesel?"
Exactly. It's a Fast and Furious of Marvel movies. So they make their escape.
Yes.
This is a pretty cool sequence, actually.
This is the most exciting part of the film.
Yeah, I would say
it might be the best part of the film.
Yeah, very CGI heavy, but it's a chase in space. What do you want?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It doesn't look bad though. Like I think there's some spotty CGI throughout the film at some times, but the chase sequence, while she's in labor because she's been pushed into labor.
Yeah.
And then they're jumping through wormholes.
Yeah.
It just was so cool. I'm like, okay, now the movie has really started because you get that anxious feeling. It's like, are they? And I mean, yes, they're going to escape. There's another hour left in the movie, but you start to feel, are they going to get out of this? Like, are they going to be able to get going? What's she going to do? Is she going to catch them? And like she phases through, she's got her hand outstretched right to grab Sue, and then they have the slingshot. This is Marvel meets Star Wars meets Interstellar,
totally.
And
in the best possible way.
Best way.
Yeah,
and I thought that was so great. Like that's one thing the court square definitely agreed on. They really love this part of the movie too. This is really good.
Yeah, I would agree that it's the most exciting part of the movie. The stakes are incredibly high. I love that Sue is in labor. Like, in addition to everything else that's going on, she's literally having a baby while Johnny is trying to shoot the Silver Surfer in a wormhole and can't get a straight shot off because of the wormhole.
Yeah,
it's just great. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, it's great.
The slingshot, it's like, oh no, we don't have enough gas to get home. It's like, okay, well, I'll just slingshot around. It's like, because everybody in the audience has seen Interstellar.
Yeah.
It's Star Trek. It happens all over the place.
Yeah.
It's like, just find a near star and just slingshot around it. That's all you need to do. And they don't even bother with that. I'm like, oh my God, are they going to be lost in space for half of this movie? It's like, nope. Problem solved right away.
But this is what I mean about even earlier about their character development. Like, if this was any other film, maybe you'd be like, how would you even think to do that? But because we've seen how smart they can be already in this, which some might call slow build up to this part, you see how smart each character is. And now, Reed is just already running the numbers before they probably even got captured by Galactus. He's just like, okay, if this happens, I can do this. He's basically doing the Doctor Strange probability thing without magic, right? And I think that's a great way to showcase that. Like you said, nobody's worried. They're just like, oh, we're gonna slingshot around here. The big worry is my wife is about to have a baby in space, right?
Exactly.
And one more nerd thought, because I had this in here yesterday. We watched all these other movies that have been set in space in the Infinity Saga, right? I noticed when Peter, Quill, and the Guardians and all those guys are flying around, they don't need helmets. They can just fly around.
Yeah.
Nova Corps, all of those guys, even when they went to fire on Thanos in game. But, Reed, he hadn't figured that out yet, right? They're still floating about. Yeah. There would have been no problem that she was having a baby if they were on the Milano. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
I don't know. Just random.
No,
random
you're right.
note.
You're right. It definitely puts us in that early 60s feel of space travel was still new for Earthlings anyway.
Exactly. And the way that they hop in a wormhole, it's very visually different than how the Guardians are literally putting a hole here and connecting the dots to skip around. Yeah. Which, like I said, it's interesting to see. Like, hey, we are in a different universe. Let me show you this in another visual storytelling way.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's a great point. Okay, so they arrive back on Earth, kind of had their ass handed to them, but they have a new baby, Franklin. Congratulations to the Fantastic Four. They are kind of put on the spot. They get off the rocket, and their chief of staff is there and say, "Hey, they're ready for you." The whole crowd of press, and Reed Richards really shits the bed here.
He does. And I want to ask how you feel about his decision to say this, and then because I want to talk about it for just a second.
Sure. Look, he basically says, we talked to Galactus. He made us an offer. He wanted our baby in exchange for not eating the Earth. We said no, and that's it. And then the press corps goes crazy, and then finally one of them says, I just have one question. Are we safe? And Reed says, I don't know, and walks away. Now, okay, why would he do this? What are you doing, Reed? Fair enough. They're not prepared. I mean, but they've been in space for a month, they said. So you had time to sort of think about how you're going to handle this. But here's where I'm going to defend the movie.
Oh, go ahead. Here we go. I was going to do the same thing. I want you to do it.
I'm going to defend it because, it's the Fantastic Four. They've been celebrities and leaders and beloved for the last 4 years.
Exactly.
And they have never had a reason to lie about anything.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
You're taking the words right out of my mouth.
I'm sorry. I should have passed it back to you.
No. I just wanted to know that I wasn't the only sane person in the world. That's all.
Yeah.
Because I hate to keep referencing them, but I think they speak for the people that don't like this movie. But Court Square, they said, why would he say that? That doesn't make any sense to me. Why wouldn't he just say, we're figuring it out or whatever and go do that in closed doors? But I said, at this point, they're superheroes. They are in all these politics, like we mentioned earlier. There's no reason for them to lie. No. And so I think Reed, being the man that he is, you might say, okay, he's not media savvy. He's just saying, why would I lie to them? I'm going to tell them the truth.
Yeah.
And as the Fantastic Four, we will figure it out.
Right. And from their perspective, they're so family oriented. They would never think that it would be an option to give up the baby. You know what I mean?
Reed most definitely was thinking about it.
Well, afterwards, yeah.
I think he thought about it from the moment that Galactus said it. I think he looked down and was like, I mean, we could have another one. He's too smart to not have thought about it.
Hold on. They tried for 2 years.
They did try for 2 years.
They tried for 2 years.
They did try for 2 years. I'm not saying, look, I understand how hard it is. I don't want anybody to come at me and be like, I don't want anybody coming after me being like, hey, man, this stuff's difficult. And I understand that people have troubles. I'm not saying that. But I don't know. I just think that he thought about it for sure.
Right. Yeah. 100%. It does make sense. If you think about it, it makes sense why he would mess up like this. And I'm not saying that he didn't mess up. Obviously he messed up. Like, you're causing a panic, Reed. Like, what are you doing? But I think it's true to the character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Housekeeping? No, thank you.
It's clobbering time. Smash that like button. It's clobbering time. Leave us a 5-star review on iTunes or Spotify or whatever. Email us at thumbwarpod@gmail.com. If you've got questions, we've got answers. Again, that's thumbwarpod@gmail.com. Commit it to memory like you're Reed Richards scanning Amazon for some stretchy khakis. Here's a real quick side note.
Okay.
The Fantastic Four has always bothered me in terms of clothing. None of their powers are conducive to wearing clothes. Like, you got a guy that bursts into flames.
Yes.
You got a guy that can stretch, like immediately ripping his clothes. And you got an invisible woman. In the first movie, she literally had to take her clothes off at first. And, I know they designed the suits to be whatever, stretchy and flame retardant and everything else, but it still bothers me. It just bothers me.
Okay. All right.
That's all. Where was I? Oh, yes. If you love the show, join Patreon for just $5 a month. Less than what Johnny Storm pays on hair product. Come on. What's worse? the Green Lantern's hair or Johnny Storm's hair. It's Green Lantern by a lot, but I'm just saying.
I mean, I love Joseph Quinn, but the hair in this movie,
Oof.
a little rough. But it's okay.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine. For just $5 a month, yes, yeah, you can get ad-free episodes, bonus episodes. Yes, that's right, plural. We're not stingy like Marvel with the X-Men. Huh, when's that coming out? 5 years from now or something like that? Access to our Discord. Sue Storm just joined.
Oh, wow.
You can't see her, but she is there. And if you're watching on YouTube but not a patron, buddy, you're only seeing a fraction of the episode. Want the full thing ad-free the way Kevin Feige intended? Wait, Feige? Yeah.
Yeah, Feige.
That's how you say it. Join the Patreon. And you will see the full show. The link is in the description. Don't make us come back through a portal and explain this again. Bottom line, your support keeps this particular universe going. We love you. We see you. We salute you. You keep our thumbs warm. That's here forever. It has stuck. The next movie we're doing is Happy Gilmore 2. That's on Netflix. It just came out on Friday. And we are going to watch that for all you streaming sickos out there. Again, email us at thumbwarpod@gmail.com. Okay, so we've covered the Fantastic Four coming back to Earth, and they've completely messed up that press conference, and the Earth has turned on the Fantastic Four.
Yes. Unfortunately.
For the first time ever.
Yeah.
They're like hated.
Yeah. Because you're supposed to be our protectors. And what do you mean that you won't give up your baby to... What about the rest of us? Huh?
That's right.
What about me? What about my baby?
Exactly. And, you know, maybe they have a bit of a point. We're talking about one baby and 7 billion. Well, I guess in that time, probably 3 or 4 billion people. But
Yeah,
still,
maybe.
it's a lot. It's a lot. And, you know, this is, again, totally new for the Fantastic Four. They're bummed.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, we got to solve this problem. And Reed quotes Archimedes. Give me a place to stand and a lever long enough, and I will move the earth. In other words, if you can solve a small version of a problem, you can solve a big version of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sue, this feels like weird editing or very sudden. She decides to walk out of the building. There's protesters all around the Baxter building. She just walks out into the middle of the throng and basically says, hey, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving my son up.
Mm-hmm.
Here he is. Check out how cute he is. His name's Franklin. Well, I'm not doing it. But we're going to move heaven and earth to save you guys. Basically. I'm
Yes.
paraphrasing.
Yes.
It's a nice speech.
I think this comes from, didn't she just have a moment with Reed where she was basically like, I love you, but sometimes the things you do make it hard to love you.
Yeah.
Right. And I think he's like, oh, I'll do this or whatever. And then she's like, I have to go speak to the people, because she realized how important family is.
Yes.
So now she must go out and speak and say, you guys are my family, which
Right.
she does.
Yes.
And says, you know, I won't sacrifice. Like, I don't remember the quote. I'm not going to
Yeah,
sacrifice
I
my
can't
baby
remember
for
either.
the world, but I won't sacrifice the world for my baby. I
Right.
think that's what she said.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
a good speech, I think, a powerful speech.
It worked.
Yeah. And like just like that, the public is back on their side because they're honest. And I think that's good.
Yeah.
And I think they're trying to draw that parallel because of other heroes that we've seen in the MCU. Like, there is an honesty to them, but there's also problems with,
Right.
you know, that's why the Sokovia Accords and all that stuff. Like, that's a lot of MCU history. But,
Sure, yeah.
But we get to see like this. These people are like, hey, we're celebrities, but we care so much more about you guys than you think, or maybe other heroes haven't
Right.
been able to show, you know?
Yep, 100%. Sue, in her speech, as I said, she said, we'll move heaven and earth. Well, that sparks an idea in old Reed Richards.
Ooh.
He devises a scheme, somewhat cockamamie, if you ask me, but he's going to teleport the Earth from where it is in their solar system to another solar system where Galactus will take centuries, maybe, to find them again.
Right.
I mean,
Sounds crazy.
yeah, a
It
little
does
bit.
sound crazy. When I first started thinking about this, though, I thought, and I know he's like different solar system, but I was like, he touched on the multiverse earlier in the movie. Started talking about it when he's talking to the kids.
Yeah.
They weren't interested. So I was like, oh, that's going to come around now. he's gonna build this, and that's how this movie's gonna end. This Earth is gonna crash with another Earth, and that's how we're gonna end up with Doomsday. Like, oh man, this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be not good.
Yeah.
Well, I was wrong.
Well, I mean, you could be forgiven for thinking that because we know that this is going to converge at some point. But yeah, the Earth buys into this scheme, like everybody. On a massive scale.
Once again, so easy because they love them.
Right.
Hey, we need everybody to buy into this. We need everybody to turn their lights off. This is what they come up with because we need power. They need power. So they say, everybody on Earth at this time. Everybody, turn off electronics. There's gonna be sacrifices. There's gonna be whatever.
It's very World War II Britain, you know.
Okay,
ration, do whatever it takes. Everybody's rising to save themselves, basically.
Exactly.
And they all have obviously a vested interest because guys come and eat their planet.
I mean, anybody that's not doing this, which I guess technically there were people. There was that cult that they kind of flashed on the screen.
Oh yeah, like, that's true. Yeah.
The Devourers or whatever they're called.
There is in the end credits. There's a song called "Devour Me," written for the movie. So that must be from the cult. Anyway, the world comes together. They build these teleportation bridges, and they're just about to fire it up, or they do fire it up. Who shows up? Silver Surfer.
Oh,
she's destroying all the bridges. I was like, good.
Really?
Yeah, because like you, I was like, I don't want them to teleport there. It's not, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like this. I don't like this plan. I want to see Galactus on Earth, which I get.
Yes.
Right?
You did get it.
So basically she smashes all of them except one.
Right.
The one in Times Square is still functioning.
Yes.
While she's doing this, Johnny goes after her. He's decoded the message. He knows her language now.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Because he's smart too. They're all smart.
Guy. I will say that I like the way that Johnny is portrayed in this particular movie, beyond the comic books as well, because we got the Chris Evans version, which I think was a little closer to the comics as I remember. Kind of cocky, kind of, bit of a womanizer.
We got a little bit of that here, but you're right. Like
a little bit, but
not
he's also not. He's a sweet guy, and he's, I like the way he was portrayed. I think he's gonna fit well into the MCU.
It's so because I mean, we just saw Chris Evans' Human Torch last year again, right? Like he's back, and they are completely different.
Totally. Yeah.
So, but I do agree with that. It's nice to see like, hey, I can do things too. Like he's not as smart as Reed. No. And he might not be as sweet as Ben, but he does care, and and he still is a little bit of a womanizer. So they kept that right. Like he definitely had a crush on her, right? Like
of course.
I mean, who doesn't? She looks great.
Yeah,
she looks better when she's silver. But
what you think?
Yeah,
wow,
they did.
Okay. You're revealing too much about yourself, Ash.
I'm just being honest, man. I'm just being honest.
All right. Well, we get a little bit of Shalabal's. That's her name. Backstory. Her planet was spared by Galactus because she sacrifices herself to be basically his, I guess, servant or slave or whatever, to help him discover worlds for him to eat. And so Johnny plays her some of the other messages that they've received of basically planets who were begging for mercy as they were being devoured by Galactus. This becomes too much for her, and she takes off.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's a very heavy guilt trip that he's laying.
100%. Oh my gosh! Could you imagine being her, man?
There is a sort of like in this. I can't imagine being her, but even Galactus is sort of portrayed as being. I don't want to say sympathetic, but he's reluctant to be doing what he's doing. No, it's for selfish reasons. I don't want to do this anymore. This is a hunger in me that it's a curse, and that's what he sees Franklin. The baby.
He's like, I gotta get out of here.
Somehow he will be taking over. I can't remember the backstory in the comics of Galactus. All I know is that he devours.
It's similar to here in the movie. He said he's been doing this for billions of years.
Yeah.
And I know just like Shia Ball, like Galactus used to be a normal sized man.
Right.
right? Like he was just a person who ran across this cosmic force, cosmic. I forget the actual power name, but
Yeah.
cosmic whatever, and becomes Galactus. And he's been doing this for so long. He's just like, I am tired.
Right.
I am tired of this hunger.
And fair enough. I mean,
Yeah.
it seems like a grind.
Literally. Literally.
Right?
Oh man.
Okay, so they've only got one bridge left. They come up with another cockamamie scheme, which is a little like, how are you going to do this? They basically have to lure Galactus off his ship and into Times Square, literally into Times Square, where they will trigger the teleportation device and it will create a black hole or a wormhole and teleport him to a distant galaxy on the other side of the universe or whatever.
Yeah.
Which, okay.
Yeah.
And they're going to use Franklin as bait.
How do you feel about the plan?
I mean, I was like, what? How are you going to get him off the ship? Why would he get off the ship? Like, this is the main the main issue I have with the entire plot. Like,
Okay.
They don't explain why he comes off the ship. Do they?
He wants the baby.
Yeah, but
That's the thing.
he's got a tractor beam.
But the tractor beam, I guess, can't just beam up the baby. Or it'd be
Okay.
more difficult to do, right? Like,
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess if I'm trying to buy into it here, it would be like, if I don't come down and pick it up myself,
Yeah.
then they can stop it. Because imagine he beamed it up and he beamed up that fake baby, right? Like if he just didn't check it,
Yeah.
then he would have just got the carrying case and he would have been like, then he would have just ate the planet anyway, right?
No, he would still go after the baby.
In which case he would have to come down there. So he's like,
Okay. Yeah. I guess.
I guess I just got to come down there.
All right. Okay. So he comes down. He's
Yeah.
big.
He's massive, yeah. He jumps in the ocean like it's a pool.
Yeah.
Like a 3-foot pool, not even like a deep pool. He jumps in the ocean and is like up to his knees.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wild to see, man. That's wild to see.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then he takes a scoop of earth, a couple of trees with it, gives it a sniff. Smells delicious.
He's like, ooh, can't wait
He's
to
like,
dig
"Can't wait,
in.
but I need that baby first. He scans the city, finds the baby sitting in the middle of Times Square. The Fantastic Four basically blind him, right?
Mhm.
Temporarily, and then they switch out the baby the little carrier case. Galactus isn't fooled.
Mhm.
He finds the baby, takes the baby, and now it's on, right?
Yeah.
This is when Sue Storm. She it's like mom strength. It's like the adrenaline where you lift a car off your child, sort of thing, right?
She was like, you don't give me my baby. You know what I mean? Like, and that's great. I loved it.
And from Vanessa Kirby, we're getting some. I mean, how silly must she have felt acting those parts?
Yeah,
where she's like leaning back and like in general, these powers. I don't love laser beams out of your fingers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't like
Anything out of
it
your
when
hands,
the
basically.
Emperor does it. I don't like it when Scarlet Witch did it.
Why not?
I don't like it when Harry Potter does it with his wand because I don't know how powerful it is or it's supposed to be, and I don't know what it is. Right?
Yeah, I guess I feel you.
It's I'm not even sure what it is that she's doing. It's a force field or a force energy of some sort.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, I guess. But I don't know. It's just I'm fine that these are her powers and she's using it. She's exerting so much effort that it actually kills her, right? But it's for her baby, to save her baby.
Mhm.
I love the mom energy here. I love that ultimately she's the one who vanquishes the big, literally big bad guy who's after her baby.
Kind of.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean?
I mean, she pushed him in and he comes back out.
Well, that's not her fault. That's not her fault.
But, but anyways, continue. I'm sorry.
If it was timed better, whose fault is that? It's fucking Reed. What do you need 35 seconds for, Reed?
Yeah, that's insane. I thought he was saying if it's open for that long
Yeah.
to lure them there, sure. But he got there and then the countdown. It was like,
But why a countdown? Why
Exactly.
not just, okay, he's in the hole, close the door.
yeah, literally.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I don't know. We were talking about this. I think Reed, he's so smart that he's dumb
Right.
is the issue
Yeah.
a lot of the times. And I think it's kind of his character. You know what I mean? Like,
Fair.
Ben says it earlier. He's like, you're not that smart. He's like, what do you mean? I'm literally the smartest person on the planet. He's like, did you pass your driver's test?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Could you do this? You know? And it's like, he misses some of the smaller things because he's like, yes, I built a portal that can teleport this gigantic, colossal god across the universe.
Yeah.
I didn't think about pressing another button
Yeah.
to close it faster.
Well, like you're taking on too much, Reed. I think that's the message here. Get some help, collaborate,
Yeah.
So anyway, she pushes him into the hole. Galactus finds a way to climb out of the hole. Johnny Storm, very valiantly, he's like, tell Franklin I love him or something like that.
Yeah.
And he is getting ready to basically launch himself at Galactus to propel him back into the hole, taking him with him. But Shalabal comes back,
Knocks him out of the way.
She takes a hit, and she knocks Galactus into the hole. It closes, and the day is saved.
Yeah. That's
The
it.
look on your face right now is exactly how I felt. Like I was like, oh, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know why though, because it was fine.
It was good. It was a great sequence. It really was. It just leaves you with so many things. Now, first of all, and I get it. When you reboot stuff and you're going to have a lot of things be the same, right? Like there were parts of Superman that was a little Man of Steel, right? And there's parts of this movie that is kind of Rise of the Silver Surfer, right? Like did the same thing not happen in that film?
Well, Sue dies in it, but Silver Surfer brings her back to life.
Exactly. And the Silver Surfer also sacrificed himself with Galactus to defeat Galactus.
Yeah.
I get it. It's probably the same way in the comics. Like that's what ends up happening. I'm not taking away from it, I guess, but it just is what it is. and now I wonder, right? Like what stops Galactus from floating in space and being like, all right, either I'm going to now kill you, Shalabal, or you know what? Like you're never going to be free of me. Go back to Earth again and we will find a way back there. Like, you know what I mean? But
Totally.
anyways.
Hey, I'm happy that they're both still alive, presumably, and we might see them again because it's an interesting character.
Yeah.
It's an interesting dynamic. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
100%.
that's all. So then the aftermath is that Sue died. Yeah. Did I mention that? She died. She literally dies. So there's this, a little bit of CPR is going on, a lot of tears. Not from this guy. Never for 1 second did I think that Sue Storm was dead.
See, I'm the only person that actually thought she might have been dead for real.
Really?
And maybe I'm just dumb, but you're right. My wife, she cries at everything. She wasn't crying here because she was like, she'll be revived in just a second. I thought, man, they grew some. They grew some balls.
I mean, that would take some balls.
But I didn't think it would be forever. I thought it would be like she's dead and somehow she will return in Doomsday or something like that. Right?
Yeah.
I didn't even think about the baby. Go ahead.
I was just waiting for that baby.
Go ahead. What happens
somehow, like, whatever. But anyway, Reed lays the baby on her chest and she comes back to life. And she's got a weird, like, cosmic eyes, right? Like, when she opens her eyes. And then they're like, oh, shit, Franklin is not, he's not one of us. He's beyond us.
Exactly.
He is, he's kind of a big deal. And he is kind of a big deal in the Marvel universe, in the comics anyway.
Yeah.
This kid has power.
He is the biggest deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He can literally create universes. He can warp reality.
Mm-hmm.
What can't he do? He can bring people back from the dead.
He's like Wanda, but 30 times more powerful.
Right. And then, okay, so then Sue comes back to life. Fantastic Four are back. They're back to, maybe the Fantastic Five. We don't know.
No, they can't be the Fantastic Five. He's like, he's too young to have
He's too young. Yeah, fair enough.
a suit like that. So they get rid of the suit.
We got a funny little scene of the three men trying to put in a car seat. I think us dads can relate very much to this.
Yeah, I laughed at that.
Yeah,
sure.
me too. I think you might have to be a dad for that.
Yeah.
It's a unique experience, I think. And moms too, obviously. But I've definitely struggled with those fucking car seats before. And then let's get to the cutscene. It's 4 years later.
4 years later. We are now in 1969.
1969. Nice. And Sue Storm is reading a 4-year-old Franklin a book. And she goes to get another book and turns around. And who's there but a man in a green cloak holding an iron mask? Presumably it's Robert Downey Jr., although we don't see his face, do we?
We don't see his face.
But I'm told, from what I've read, they're like, oh, yeah, it's him. It's him. Like, okay.
There's theories out of the wazoo right now.
Yeah, but why would it be him? Well, like if I'm Robert Downey Jr., why do I show up to this shoot? Like,
because they filmed that on the set of Doomsday.
Oh, that's
the past two post-credit scenes. That one and Thunderbolts have been filmed on the set of Doomsday from the Russo brothers. Like they.
Oh, so they shot those.
They shot both of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What's the other one?
From the Thunderbolts? I'm saying.
Oh, Thunderbolts. Sorry, Thunderbolts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine. So if Robert Downey Jr. is there wearing the cloak, why not show his face? We're not ready to see him.
Big reveal, number one. Number two, it keeps you guessing because like you're thinking, what if it's not him? This could be a whole rug pull.
Who else could it be?
It'd be a different Doom, I'm saying.
Oh.
Right? Because earlier when they did the Future Foundation, you see all the countries, and then Latveria, the seats are empty.
Yes.
So does that mean, which I heard a theory about this on the way up here, is it not, do they not have a Doctor Doom yet in their universe? Maybe.
Right.
Maybe. Or, because they said if he was there, then he probably would have helped Reed and them like defeat Galactus.
Right.
And since he's not there, maybe this is Robert Downey Jr. It's probably got to be him. He's probably here trying to figure out if he can get this Franklin baby to do whatever he needs him to do.
Okay, fair enough.
So who knows?
But I'm just if I'm Robert Downey Jr., I'm not getting out my trailer for this.
I mean,
put
100%
the cloak on a guy and
they filmed it. There's no, it's probably not actually him.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not actually him. 100% it's not actually him.
So obviously, okay, so let's get into the future of the MCU because this is obviously massive because we got Doctor Doom, who was probably...
You don't want to talk about that the cartoon?
Okay.
No, I was just playing. This is a joke. Nobody don't make it.
But, I like sitting through the credits. I like seeing all the names. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also, especially in a Marvel movie, you know that there's going to be something.
Should have switched them.
You
get that fun one in the middle and you're like, okay. And then you get the serious one after.
Yeah. That's a great call.
Yeah.
Because we're sitting there like dummies. And all we see is just
like
the animated cartoon.
Packed full of Easter eggs, but doesn't matter to any of us.
Doesn't make a difference. So, yeah, I agree with you. Flip them. Exactly right. Okay, so MCU Future.
Mm-hmm.
You sent me an article from Variety magazine that basically reads, this is not the headline, but this is the gist. X-Men, Tony Stark, and Steve Rogers are likely to be recast for Secret Wars.
After
Secret Wars. Well, I didn't take that from that.
It's what it says in the headline.
But, well, I read the article, and it sounds like...
Maybe both. Yeah, that's the interesting thing.
I think we might get different versions of multiple...
I think,
heroes. But how worried are you?
Worried as far as what?
The future
of the MCU?
Of the MCU. Because I became a DC-man for 2 weeks.
Yeah. James Gunn has got you.
But I'm back now. I'm back. I'm like, look, I love Superman. We talked about for 2 hours on this show.
Mm-hmm.
And Rachel loved it as well.
Yeah.
And I've been so disappointed with the MCU in general the last 5 years, really.
Fair.
But I was a Marvel kid growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm back. I'm back, baby. Well, I'm just saying I'm back.
Yeah.
Like this movie brought me back in. I thought it was a fresh take on an old favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I am a little concerned about this article that you sent me. Not because I don't think that people should be recast. Because if we've learned anything in the last 2 weeks is that you can have a different Superman from Cavill, who I loved as Superman, but David Cornsweet is great.
Yeah,
better.
Crazy.
Better maybe, but different and just as fun to watch.
Yeah,
there are a lot of actors and actresses out there who can bring a lot of different perspectives and a lot of fun to these. We need a refresh, is what I'm saying.
Yes, I 100% agree. And I sent you this article. and you were talking about New Rockstar Screen Crush earlier. I saw a whole breakdown talking about this very article. Feige just had a little bit of a press conference saying what he wants to do is after Secret Wars is just like in the comics. Just go ahead and he said he doesn't want to use the word reboot, but he wants to reset.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that is important. I think it's going to be fine. These characters, people love these characters no matter what. Right. And it gives us a chance to maybe even with this Fantastic Four, like they're the new leaders of that new universe. Right. Like we get to be with these guys. I'm sure Tom Holland isn't going anywhere, but even if they want to go a different direction, guess what? We have from reports from a couple months ago, Sony doesn't want Marvel touching Miles Morales yet. Yeah. But when they finish that movie, which whenever it finally comes out, he's available. Okay. So you might not have Tom Holland, but now we got a new Spider-Man. And then there's going to be a new X-Men film. And we'll finally have the Marvel universe like we wanted from the beginning with all of our heroes together. Yep. All the villains together. Yep. And, you know, from this article, he's talking about not having as many TV shows and not having shows where this big important thing happened and now you have homework to go watch that and then go watch a movie and you don't even know who these characters are if you didn't. Yeah. So I mean, this stuff is good news. I think that's good.
I think it's great news. The only thing I'm worried about is the number of characters that are going to be across Doomsday and Secret Wars. Yeah. And multiple characters, multiple versions of people where we have to choose and pick and choose. You know what I mean? Like. Yeah. Deadpool and Wolverine did this to the nth degree with all the different Deadpools, which was kind of a fun thing to do. But I'm worried that this is going to happen in Secret Wars, where I think like 8 different Nightcrawlers that I have to choose which one I like the best.
See, I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. Just because what it seems like is this whole battle world thing is where we're headed, right? And this whole like. I guess maybe God Emperor Doom is the person doing this. Like, there's no more Kang because of what happened with Jonathan Majors. Yeah. He also said in his interview, by the way, that they were thinking about doing this before the Jonathan Majors thing happened, which I don't know if that's true, but there's also a part of it. It's like, apparently, I just heard this today, in the comics, Kang was running something like this, starts up the battle world, and then all of a sudden, here comes Doom, and he comes and takes over from Kang. Right. And runs it. So maybe that was the plan initially. Okay. So I think that's what's happening. I don't think they're all going to be fighting each other like versions of themselves. I think it's going to be the Avengers versus the X-Men, which is something that we've heard. And not only that, we have 2 different Avengers teams right now. So they'll be fighting each other. And we'll have what side will Spider-Man be on? And the Fantastic Four, who are they going to be siding with? That kind of thing. Yeah, yeah. And, you know, maybe we get a couple different variations of each other. I think probably Andrew and Toby come back as Spider-Man too. And
well, you know, but I hope not. This is what I'm worried about. I don't need to see Andrew or Toby as Spider-Man anymore. Give me Miles. If you want to have multiple Spider-Man,
it's not gonna happen.
Okay, then
it sucks.
Then 2 different guys. You know what I mean? Like I don't need. They trotted them out. It was a nice farewell to those guys. And I'm not taking anything away from what they did as Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. But that's done now. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't need to see them anymore.
So you wouldn't want them in Secret Wars or anything?
No. I'm fine with, you know, McKellen and Stewart coming back just as a bye. And even like McAvoy, I think, was a great Professor X, but I don't even need him anymore. Yeah. Look at X-Men. And then they did First Class, and then Days of Future Past, which is one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. Completely different cast. Fassbender as Magneto was brilliant. Yeah. There's another guy who's just as brilliant who can be Magneto. Yeah. So I'm just saying, like.
But if it's the ending to the multiverse saga, would you not want to see like?
Yes, you're right. I just don't need to see Maguire and Garfield again because we've already done that. We've said goodbye to them already.
We have said goodbye to them, but then there's that little kid in you that's like, but what if we got to see Tobey Maguire fight Hugh Jackman's Wolverine? You know what I mean? Like, what if we got to see Andrew Garfield?
No, but I don't care about that. I care about Spider-Man fighting Wolverine. I think that would be great.
Tom Holland.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I would like to see that because that's my current Spider-Man.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
all. That's all I'm saying.
No, I get
And
you.
Wolverine is the biggest question here, I think. Right?
Why
He's
is
the
that?
one guy who's been in the same one forever,
Yes,
including the X-Men reboot.
exactly.
So that's going to be the hardest one to do, and it's hopefully going to be Cavill.
That's what I mean. So many different reports. I think that they either really helped themselves out or shot themselves in the foot with Deadpool Wolverine, right? Like by going to all the different realities, and
Yeah.
there's still Hugh Jackman except for one where it was
Right.
Cavill.
Yeah.
So who knows? You know, Ryan Reynolds said that he'd be doing it till he was 90. So maybe he will actually.
Yeah, but he can't. He can't. I mean,
look at Professor X and Magneto.
yeah,
They literally are like 90.
they are.
Yeah. And then they're coming back one more time.
Okay, and that's fine. I mean, yeah. I guess what I'm saying is, like, as a kid, I would get annoyed when the art was different in the comic books. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they've got a different guy drawing this for the first panel or two, and then I'm like, okay, I'm in. I love this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's all it is.
I
That's
got
all
you.
it is.
I think when this is the ending of the multiverse saga, people have been up and down on it. Unfortunately for Marvel, like Marvel's been doing multiverse stuff for decades.
Yeah.
So has DC. So
Yeah.
has a lot of different things. But
Yeah,
for some
100%.
reason in media, at one time, everybody was like, right now, we should do multiverse.
Right.
It hasn't set well. A lot of people, they're like, oh, there's no stakes, which I think is untrue. I think the multiverse is a really cool concept. But for this, like, yeah, I want to see everybody.
Right.
Literally. Bring back both Fantastic Four cast from, the thing he played, he passed away.
Dr. Doom.
Oh,
The guy who
Dr.
played
Doom
Dr.
passed
Doom,
away.
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
But I would bring back all of them.
Okay.
I'd bring back every Spider-Man. I'd bring back.
You're talking crazy.
It is crazy, but I think even if they were there for a second to just be killed off, like we have to know. No, because this is what I mean. We saw in Multiverse of Madness, like they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna bring in all these important people. We can kill them all off, and it really doesn't matter because they are the multiverse. But if you start saying at the end of this, there's gonna be one universe,
Yeah.
and there's gonna be a reset. Like we don't know who's gonna survive it, and I think that is very important, right? Like at first, like
But go on.
you bring all these people in, right?
Yeah.
You start, and of course, you might not care about the periphery because you're like, yeah, they were just here for the cameo. But eventually, you set it up to where the plot almost looks like, oh, this cameo person is gonna die,
Right.
and it's Peter Parker's Tom Holland. Like now he's dead, and he's dead, right? Like there's not this Spider-Man is gone
Right.
for good, and you're like, oh, I didn't think they were gonna kill him. And when the more people you have like that, the more you can kind of do that. And then at the end of it, you can just wipe the whole slate and say all of them are gone if you want. And
Right.
that way you get send-offs that you might not have gotten. Like Deadpool did it. We got send-offs to like Elektra and some of those Fox characters or whatever.
Yeah.
We do this in this movie. We get rid of people, and then they can just say, this is what we're going to focus on for the next 20 years now.
Right.
And we've got all of our farewells. Nobody can complain anymore. We've seen each iteration, all of them be here on the screen. They're part of the MCU. You can say it. They were part of the MCU. They got their just dues, whatever.
Come
and
on,
it's like,
who cares about that? Like, I mean, I know people care about it, but I'm saying that's not the important thing. It's just I don't know.
it's both. I think it can be very plot heavy and fan servicey at the same time. And you can just be done with it because it's the end of the song. Like you'll never have another chance to be like we got Andrew and them, and that was cool.
Yeah.
People were like, maybe we should make another movie with those guys, like their own movies, just
Right.
one more sequel.
Right.
Or you could bring them back and let them die fighting for their universe,
Right.
and that's their true farewell. And then nobody can ever say, you know, I really want Spider-Man 5 or Amazing Spider-Man 3. It's just it's done. They have their true good send off. You don't have to worry about like, you know, like the nerdiness of me. I'm like, yeah, but what's Andrew doing over there in his universe? You know, like he's dead.
I'm like, who cares?
I know you. Yeah.
Like that story has been told, and let's move on to the next story.
My issue is when you start showing up people and then they just hop back, then you're always like, well, what are they doing? I would like I would like to check in with them.
Okay. Well, you know, yeah, I guess.
I don't know. It's just, yeah.
At a certain point, you know, like the comics are eternal, right? They never age. Peter Parker doesn't age in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
In every iteration, whether you're reading Spectacular, well, sometimes he's a little younger and sometimes he's a little older, but in general, he's between 15 and 35. Right. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, but Toby and Andrew are well over 35 at this point.
Yeah, they're old.
So it's time to move on. It's time to move on to the next one. We're dealing with the limits of human biology here.
I understand.
And that's fine.
No.
And those guys are great actors and they'll go on to do other things.
No, you're right. I get it.
That's all.
But to answer your initial question, I'm not worried about the MCU.
I'm not worried either.
Yeah.
I'm back in fully. I am very much looking forward to the new Spider-Man. And yeah, I mean, Secret Wars, that was a formative comic for me as a kid. So Doomsday bleeding into Secret Wars. Now I'm talking about the original, the 80s version where there was a battle planet.
This is more 2015.
Yeah, which I may have to pick up and just sort of read just because.
We're going to spin off into just a Marvel podcast.
we may have to, Ash. Okay, so it's time to rate the movie.
All right.
What do you give it? We only do thumbs here, so it's either thumbs up or thumbs down. And if you want to be sassy, you can do a thumb sideways.
I'm here. Yeah, thumbs up. Both of them.
No, you only get one.
I only get one. I'll take that one back.
Yeah.
Thumbs up, man.
I am also thumbs up. It was a kind of a weird experience being in a self-contained Marvel movie where literally there are no cameos.
Yeah.
At all, except Dr. Doom shows up in the end.
Exactly.
Who was probably a PA in a green cloak. but other than, and we've never met Dr. Doom in the MCU. I have to say that I missed having a cameo. Like Doctor Strange. Come on. you can hop around multiverses. Like, show up, man. But I was fine with it. I mean, look, I've heard people complain about, I gotta do so much homework going into a Marvel movie, But I'm like, I'm not that guy. Yeah. I'm happy to do the homework. And if I haven't done the homework, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's actually, I went to see Thunderbolts and had a great time, and I hadn't seen the last 4 or 5 movies. So.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, and it was fine. Because that's what it was to be a kid and just come across, you know what? I'm going to give Avengers a try. I'm going to, I'm a Spider-Man, X-Men guy, but I'll just pick up this issue 332 of Avengers and pick it up and go, okay, there's a guy in their Vision. Well, who's Vision? Like, he looks cool. I don't, know nothing about it.
Right.
But then you're in the comic, you're in the story, and that's what it's like to read comic books. And sometimes they'll say, the caption will say, as seen in issue 330,
right.
And you're like, oh shit, I got to go back. Now, it's a fine line because this is what got me out of comics. It was like the crossovers it was getting too much. It was like Secret Wars happened and they're like, okay, well, I'm reading Amazing Spider-Man, but if you want to read the continuation of this particular story, you're going to have to pick up Fantastic Four number 52. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And it was like, okay, well, I'm 15 and I have a paper route and I'm not made of money here. Like I can't, you know what I mean?
No, I definitely get it.
So
man.
I do, all this to say, I understand what people mean when they say, I don't know what's going on. I don't know who these people are, but I'm also like, get over it. And
exactly.
And the cameos is, when Spider-Man shows up in Civil War, you're like, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's cool. Like you said, you pick up a comic, even like to the video games, like, or cartoons. Like when I was a kid, it was so cool. You're watching the Spider-Man animated series, but the X-Men animated series is also running.
Yeah.
I loved it when, if they crossed over or, hey, Daredevil's in this episode or, you know what I mean? Like it is cool. It's always cool. You take for granted sometimes, like this is a shared universe. This franchise has been running for almost 20 years. Just get in when you can fit in, right? Like you guys always say with Survivor, right?
It's a great time to get in.
Great time to get in.
Always a great time to get in.
people. I know so many people that's like, I've never seen a Marvel movie, and it's too much, right? And I'm like, just jump in.
Yeah.
Like if you like it and then you decide, oh, I want to go back, then cool. Like that's a task for you, but
yeah,
it's just a movie at the end of the day. Like if you like a movie, then you'll watch the movie. Just watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Fantastic Four, first steps. Ash, cannot thank you enough for coming on the show.
Yeah, man.
It was great to see you, as always. You'll have to come back for Alien and Aliens. What else haven't you seen?
Hey, man, there's a lot of things I haven't seen. I've seen a lot of things.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I haven't seen.
Yeah, no one's doubting your nerdery.
I just love movies, okay?
Yeah.
This is my
I hear
favorite
you.
pastime besides basketball.
Yeah, basketball.
So if I'm not nerding out about the round ball, I'm nerding out about nerd shit.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I guess that's it. Still don't know how to wrap up the show. Email us, thumbwar@gmail.com. thumbwarpod@gmail.com. I'll get it eventually. And again, next movie we're doing is Happy Gilmore 2. Have you seen Happy Gilmore 1?
No.
It's a classic comedy. You'd enjoy it. Have you seen Tommy Boy?
Bits and pieces.
Okay.
Bits and pieces.
All right. That's it. Thanks, Ash.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.